So here's a fun fact. The only way that we fund this show, the only way that we pay all the bills is through Patreon. It's through audience donations. If you want to find out more, including what we give to our audience in exchange for those donations, which technically makes it either bribery or payoffs. Whoa, I never thought of it that way. Filthy lucre.
Don't talk about it.
Oh, God, the whole system's corrupt. Patreon.com/wehaveconcerns is a scam perpetrated by us. Do you know it's a weird thought that popped into my head?
What's that?
What if, like, I wouldn't really do this, but what if, like, I just pretended to, like, disappear right before my wedding? Like I would show up like 20 minutes late and everybody would be like, "Oh my God." Like, and maybe I wouldn't be around like the whole day beforehand and no one would know. Like everybody would be like, "What happened? He ran
the
out."
Laughs that people would have when they found out it was all a hilarious prank.
I don't think anybody would find it funny, and I don't think even I would find it funny, and I don't know that the point is for it to be funny, but like, wouldn't it be interesting to see what would happen?
I guess.
Right?
No.
This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Cannata.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens. Think about it, though.
Hey, another thing you should be thinking about is the speed at which spiders move.
Constantly.
You got to be one step ahead.
There was a guy who was crawling around on the window in here, right? And he looked like he was going to be a jumper, but we couldn't tell. And it was one of those things. I don't like to kill spiders.
Mm-hmm.
I like to catch them and release them.
Right.
So they come right back in and
catch them, befriend them.
Yeah.
Release them.
Learn a life lesson from them. Maybe win first place in like a 4-H style country fair for raising animals. Kind of learn what it means to have a friend.
Receive messages via their webs.
Yeah, then they give birth and die and everybody disappears and kind of leaves me alone because that's life.
And then release them.
Also, I'm a pig.
I think we made that clear.
But no, there was a little guy that looked like he was going to be a jumper, and I like to catch them. But the thing about trying to come at a jumper is you never know what's going to happen.
You might
jump.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you don't catch them, and then she's freaking out because I didn't catch it and it jumped.
Right.
It's tough. So I'm constantly thinking about the speed at which spiders come at you.
Well, so are scientists. We got an article sent to us by Tyler Culp, who sent this into We Have Concerns Show at
Tyler Culp,
gmail.com.
I think, returning champion. I think he's had one or two in the mix before.
Is he?
I think so.
All right. Well, thank you, Tyler. Again, he sent that to wehaveconcernshow at gmail.com. You can also send them to our subreddit over there at wehaveconcerns.reddit.com if you find anything that we should be talking about. He thought we should talk about this because there was a study of tarantulas, which is a fast-moving spider.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out the way that spiders move is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Like, who didn't think that was interesting? Did we need this new study to prove that it was they got 8 fucking legs, dog?
Well, they don't just
They can walk up shit.
Yeah. Whatever a
Turns
spider
out
can.
the way spiders move is interesting. Oh, yeah?
Well, it might be more interesting than you presume because they don't just rely on their muscles to move. They actually have this
Psychic
fluid,
powers.
Also psychic powers.
Okay.
And mostly it's the evil that courses through them that perpetuates their motion.
Yeah.
So they really rely mostly on muscles and evil.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm glad that science backed me up on that.
They have this fluid actually called hemolymph, which is in their blood. And hemolymph, or actually is their blood. And
I was going to say hemo.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It is their
Yeah.
blood.
Okay, great.
And hemolymph flows into their legs, which are sort of tube-like, and it makes their limbs extend and their flexile muscles bend at the leg joint.
Whoa, they're hydraulic.
They are hydraulic.
Spiders are hydraulic.
Yes.
What?
Which means temperature.
Ain't there no bones?
Well, it means that temperature affects the viscosity of their hemolymph, which means that temperature changes how they move.
They're just like wacky waving inflatable tube men.
Spiders are wacky inflatable tube men at the car dealership.
That's amazing. I love that.
Isn't that wild?
That's crazy. So yeah, so if it gets too cold, blood thickens up. Are spiders cold-blooded, warm-blooded? I don't know. But regardless,
Yeah.
it gets cold. Everything starts stiffening
contracts,
up.
Yeah.
They can't move as quickly.
They don't move as fast. So they tested their spider speed and agility at 4 different temperatures: 59 degrees, 75 degrees, 88 degrees, and 104 degrees
Okay.
Fahrenheit. And it turns out that the hotter it gets, the faster they can move.
No.
Yeah. But they also move a little...
I mean, but like, is there a temperature? So this is fascinating to me. Okay. So as it gets warmer, it's easier for the fluid to move around, so it should be easier for them to move. But when does a spider start overheating?
Well, the problem is that it gets easier for them to move. No, they do.
Okay.
It gets easier for them to move, but they start moving more erratically. Like it says, the quote is, they become a little wonky.
I love this.
And the best part is how they figured this out.
Spiders are like video cards.
That's right. You can't overheat them. You got to have a water-cooled spider in order to have it run properly.
Oh my gosh, now all I'm picturing is a water-cooled spider. Here's what I'm picturing. I'm picturing spiders, okay? With little backpacks, okay?
Yeah.
We give every spider a little backpack.
Got it. Spider backpacks.
That actually regulates the temperature, right? So it's not just a cooler.
They're like little camelbacks.
Kind of, but it's more like a circulation of fluid that can either be heated or cooled.
Like
so
little misters? Like tiny little misters that are spraying on them?
No, picture more like a water cooling thing for a computer.
Okay.
Okay, so it's tubes sending a fluid that is temperature controlled by the main backpack.
Got it.
But it's not just for cooling, it's also for heating. Because what we want is we want a spider at the exact operating temperature that is appropriate for spiders. So they move as quickly as possible without getting a little wonky.
Well, the
Wait a
problem
minute,
is...
why am I giving this to spiders?
You
why
are
am I
empowering
making
spiders right now.
Why did I just come up with an idea for the most efficient spider? That's the worst thing I've ever done.
Why do you have an entire notebook on spider efficiency?
What are you talking about?
Why does your notebook say visions for spiders?
No. That's
Spiders Improvements Volume 3?
Well,
Volume 3?
No, I think you're reading it incorrectly. I think you're reading that incorrectly. That's shivers and pool mats. Because I'm designing a pool area, and I'm worried I want people to be comfortable. Okay. And that's why I'm interested.
Shivers and pool mats.
Yeah, that's why I'm interested in what the operating temperature is, because I want everybody to be comfortable, and certainly not because I have plans.
Well, it's weird that you have a full 3-dimensional plastic spider affixed to the front of your notebook.
Is it though?
And
like
that giant spider tattoo on your back.
Yeah, sure.
And the front one that says King of the Spiders.
Yeah, okay. But there is a reason for that.
Uh-huh.
The Spiders were my college a cappella group.
Oh, and
we were known
funny, you've never brought those guys up before.
There were 8 of us.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why we were called the Spiders.
Oh, one for each leg.
One for each leg, and when we all come together in harmony, we make a perfect killing machine that I will weaponize and use to my advantage to subjugate the earth.
Everybody dies.
Oh. I have no ulterior motives, Jeff.
So here's the way this weird trade-off works. Between the temperatures of 59 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, tarantulas are slower, but much more coordinated.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get higher temperature, when they're at 100 degrees Fahrenheit, they move at 10 body lengths a second rather than 4 body lengths a second at 62. So they're 2.5 times faster at 100 degrees than they are at 62 degrees.
Wow.
So in a hot climate, spider gonna get you.
Yeah, man. Well, but they move erratically though, right?
That's right.
They can't control it.
That's
right. So they're
right.
coming at you faster, but it's less controlled. And I'm making a note of that, not for any particular reason.
A lot of writing that's happening.
A lot of writing, but I mean, I'm a guy who's got a lot of thoughts, Jeff. And
some songs for the group that just occurred to you?
This is mostly my dream journal. Mostly.
So basically the idea is that there's more fluid at higher temperatures. There's more fluid in the joints, so the joints are less coupled. and therefore less coordinated. So they're like wobbly legs.
Yeah.
They got wobbly legs, but they're so fast because they can move quicker.
Here's my question to you, Jeff Kanata.
Yes.
Does every living thing have an optimal operating temperature?
I'm guessing so.
I mean, clearly, yes. I mean, clearly,
Right.
living things freeze, living things overheat, we dehydrate, whatever.
Right.
Everything is built sort of for the environment in which it inhabits.
Right.
But I'm speaking in terms of like this spider. Is there
Pure speed and deadliness.
is there an optimal human operating temperature? Like, where do you feel like you're at your best?
74.
74, 75 degrees
74
outside?
degrees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically the constant temperature of Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I do feel like
Los Angeles, let's just say Los Angeles winter.
yeah.
74 degrees and sunny.
Yes.
That's
the 3 weeks that we actually have of that when it's not 90 degrees and I don't want to kill myself. I would say my operating temperature is probably like 65.
yeah.
I go out at 65 and I'm just like, I have the most energy. I want to move around. I feel like
You
my shoulder and like all my weird injuries that I have don't bug me as much.
you move 2.5 times faster.
I do. I can jump 4 times my body length at 65 degrees.
yes.
I'm temperate, man.
temperate man.
I can
all the power of a really lovely day.
On a really lovely day in an area of the world that isn't very densely populated and therefore has like not a lot of crime.
Is it kind of overcast? But you'd probably wear a light jacket.
It's like light jacket weather.
That's a day for temperate man.
Hey, citizens.
Oh, temperate man, you're here.
Yeah. How's your coffee?
It's lovely. It's a lovely day.
It's lovely,
I
right?
decided to sit outside today.
Yeah.
Needed a little light jacket.
Sure.
I brought an umbrella just in case.
Any concerns that you guys have? Anything going on in the community that I need to know about?
I mean, I think we're all pretty happy. It's
Yeah.
a pretty lovely day out. We're just, kind of enjoying things.
Okay, well, I'll be back around 5 o'clock to turn on the heat lamp just in case it gets a little too cool for you
I
guys.
appreciate that.
He's got nothing to do, that guy.
It's just
Everybody's so pleasant when it's nice weather out. Somebody tried to rob someone. Really? Nah. It's a great day.
Why would they?
Nah, it's great.
With this weather, nobody would.
Crime or nah? Nah.
Nah. So here's the other couple of tidbits from this article that are interesting. It's fascinating.
What are they going to do with this information?
Well, they say it has a lot of applications for robots and hydraulics.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome.
Okay, but what's the immediate application? Just more efficient hydraulic systems and kind of like
Yeah.
jointless hydraulic robots? Like hydraulic robots now will have spider joints?
I hope they're going to have
How
spider
come
joints.
everything comes down to robot spiders?
X-71's going to get some replacement parts, baby.
He's going to get even faster and more efficient.
I am an even better boss.
Oh, God. You were always creeping up, but now you're like seriously creeping up.
Sorry, I'm so wobbly. It's a hot day.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're kind of creeping people out today.
Casual Fridays aren't nice in a hot day, but I'm a little wobbly.
You're spilling 8 cups of coffee at once. All over his Marvin the Martian tie.
They talked to the lady who did this, Anna On. She is the associate professor of biology at Harvey Mudd
And
College.
a palindrome.
Anna On.
No, it's not a palindrome. It would have to end with an A. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. You don't know what palindromes are, do you? She says
Anna palindrome.
that the spiders. They asked her about working with tarantulas. Is it creepy? And she says they're a little shy, and that all you have to do is blow a puff of air on them, and they would run away from you.
Yeah,
they're
if you
getting-
could see a tarantula coming to
They're
do that.
they're getting right up close to them tarantulas.
Dude, I mean, yeah, you can blow a puff of air at a tarantula and it'll go away, but I think by the time you see a tarantula or know a tarantula is coming, it's
Yeah.
all over. Like you
Yeah,
would have to
that's right.
see the tarantula first.
First you blow the tarantula and then you see it coming.
Yeah. No, it's like when they tell you to hit a shark in the nose. Like, yeah, you hit a shark in the nose and it's the nerve endings and then it goes away. You have to see the shark coming
Yeah.
and have time to hit the shark in the nose.
You don't want to blow it after it's already come.
I'm just Really? Really, Jeff? That's where it is.
I'm just saying.
That's where we're at.
I'm just saying.
That's the level of entertainment we're providing now.
No. I'm not proud of myself.
I don't think you should be.
If I just see it laying there, I'm not going to not say it.
I like that I didn't have to say anything and you just immediately confessed that you weren't proud of yourself.
I'm not. I'm rarely proud of
like
myself.
It just comes up so often. I'll just be like, "Hey, Jeff, like you want to hang out later?" I'm not proud of myself.
I'm not proud of myself. Yeah.
Jeff, what'd you get for lunch? Not proud of myself.
Do you
How are you feeling today?
Not proud of myself. Not proud of myself. Do you think you could work on tarantulas? You think this is worthwhile?
I don't have a bug thing. I'm not worried
You're
about
fine.
bugs. Yeah, bugs and animals don't really freak me out that much.
You little tarantulas with white dots on their limbs.
I think that's adorable. I think maybe it's the vegetarian thing. Like, I enjoy having animal knowledge, and the more knowledge you have about animals, the more you're like, that animal doesn't really want to do anything to me. Like, that animal doesn't want to fuck with me unless I really fuck with this animal.
That's true, but I feels like what scientists are doing is really fucking with this animal.
Well, I mean, who's to say that the white dot painting is invasive?
It's super pleasurable for the spider.
I don't know that it's
They're
super...
like lining up, like, oh man, Tony, you gotta get your knees painted. You haven't lived.
Really?
You get like 1 or 2 done,
yeah,
and it's nice, but all 8, it feels so good. A little brush on your hairs.
Yeah.
Little brush hairs on your hairs. Oh.
Huh.
It's so lovely.
It sounds nice.
And the chicks dig it, man.
Really?
Oh, you should see. The queen, she's all over it.
Huh.
She loves white-kneed boys. She's like, all I want is white-kneed guys from now on.
I didn't even know we lived in a matriarchy, and now I'm learning about kneecap painting.
Is that not a thing we do?
I don't know.
I thought it was.
I should really pay more attention to our government. But the biggest thing that I worry about myself is that I'm not up enough on current events.
Yeah.
Also, that somebody's gonna puff air at me. The 2 things that I worry about.
Well, you know what? I worry a lot about the air puffing thing too.
Yeah. Oh, there's nothing I worry about more. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. Air? Was that an air puff? Did you? Somebody puff?
You gotta calm down, man. You gotta relax and get your knees painted.
All right. I mean, it
It's
does
great.
sound. I will. I'm gonna take a little me time.
I think you should.
All right.
I think it would be relaxing and it'd really get you back in touch with yourself.
Where did we land on the queen thing?
I'm still unclear. And in my defense, it's a super hot day.
Yeah, I just can't think right.
My knees feel viscous.
Yeah, I hate
My whole
that
leg,
feeling.
really.
Ugh, it's the worst.
You get viscous leg syndrome? You get that?
little tarantula commercials. Do you suffer from viscous leg syndrome? Do you wonder what sort of government we have? Really, there's one pill that can fix both. I guess that makes sense. It's the 2 things that we worry about the most, other than air puffs.
I feel like that chick was telling me she was a queen, but I'm not entirely certain she's the queen.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how things work. She's either a queen,
yeah,
or the queen,
or a fan of Queen,
or she might have just been rocking some Queen.
Okay.
She is a fat bottom girl. Is that?
Well, they all are. That's how we're built.
It's true. It's a spider thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any problem working with spiders. Would you have a problem working with spiders in the lab?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If my job was to paint the legs of spiders, I would be not a happy camper. That would not be a job I would
I mean, I don't know that it would be the most fulfilling job in the world for me, but you would be like freaking out.
I don't know if I'd be freaking out. I wouldn't want to do it.
Okay. It's unpleasant.
If it was like, take your son to work day, and my dad was the spider knee painting guy,
like,
and I only
no, thank you.
had like 1 day of doing it.
I'm proud of you, Dad, but I don't need to do it.
Like, I don't need to.
We did it last year.
Yeah. We did it last year.
I don't know. How about you guys? Would you work with tarantulas? Are you afraid of bugs, spiders? What about now that
we know that they're fast.
Now that we know that they're fast, hydraulic, perfect killing machines, or at least they will be when I'm done with them. You can let us know on Twitter. I'm at @Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
And hey, like a lot of people ask, maybe you don't have money to become a patron. Maybe you don't use a platform that allows you to rate and review the show. How can you help? The biggest way you can help us with the show is just to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Let people know that you enjoy the show. Maybe like point them towards an episode you really love. Maybe point them towards our new listener guide that we have on the site.
We have concerns.com.
Yeah.
And paint some spiders.
Paint some spiders.